Hey everybody, good morning. At least it is for me. It's the kind of stretching to wake up I have, and I made me some nice cafe, so I'm having some cafe. So I can listen to me some Gojira. From Patreon, we chose actually, there was a poll there, which album I should stream and do a live listen through, and I've chosen one. And when I do it, I will let everybody here know on when that stream happens. If you can't make it, I'll be sure to save it and pop it here on YouTube a little later after that. But in the meantime, as I was listening to the albums, because, I've been doing that thing, I react, I don't react, first bake, second bake, twice baked. You guys know me already. I kind of like go, what should I do now? What should I do now to make it fun? Make it fun. Oh, I'm so insecure. No. Anyhow, I did not listen, or Our Time Is Now apparently was released. Look at that. We're halfway through the year, more than halfway through the year now of 2023. And I haven't heard the song, so this is going to be a fresh reaction. So thanks for joining me on this. Don't forget, if you got some Twitch, you can join me on Twitch. I've been having a blast playing the video games, listening to video game music, and going to be doing, like I said, that streaming of Gojira coming up very soon. And, of course, cups of coffee and Patreon and all that fun stuff. All right, guys, let's do this. This is Our Time Is Now by Gojira. Ready for this, guys? Let's do this. All right. Now, I don't know if it's me or something, but these guys just have such a fat sound, kind of Devin Townsend-ish-y, And I think for those of you who are familiar with both bands, or artist and band, you know what I'm talking about. It's that wall of sound, such a very unique, distinguished sound. And at the very beginning, I'm listening to the opening of the that octave, power chord at the bottom sliding up a whole octave and stuff. There's a particular fry that's going on in one of the guitar sounds. Like they don't have keyboards, I don't think, here at all. Remember, as I come across these bands and these songs, I can't remember what the full band actually. If sometimes somebody plays a little overdub, or maybe they do something a little something in recording. But there's a very unique, ugly fry that's happening in unison with the guitar. So I don't know, that could be one of the layers that are just sizzling. It's actually more of a grindy white noise kind of vibe here. But then there's a little riffy stuff that's going on in the back, which kind of sounds to me like it would be, I'm not saying it is, and it's most likely a guitar, but kind of like a constant little riff that's running the back in this section here. Then when the vocals come in, once again, something that I've gotten to be familiar with Gojira is their vocal engineering, the technique and the performance, and where they sync it in the mix is so unique. Keeping the power and the integrity of the music and the grind that's happening with Gojira is in your face at all times with every track that I've heard. I think I've only done about 4 or 5 since I've started the channel. I love the riff in the pre-chorus and how they circle around to it. Or no, I'm sorry, it was at the chorus. That riff that came in there that kind of jerked you around a little bit. That was really super sick. But we'll go back into this, and it sounds like we're going to repeat really quick the intro, and let's see if you can hear that kind of riffiness that's going on in the back in the left cans there. I love this turnaround. This is, to me, this is the power in which they produce their music and don't like overload it with a lot of heavy musicianship. Of course, they're more than capable. Even the solo was what I would consider organic, raw metal, without and powerful without being too much in your face and being over riffy. Once again, they have this thing in their mix where whatever you might be thinking is the lead melody or the lead, music like a solo or the vocals, they're in the back. I mean, I don't mean in the back like it's you can't hear it, but it's not shoved in your face, and they really focus on the wall of power. And that's what I've learned to enjoy about Gojira, is they're like a scream from the giant top of the mountain kind of a thing, and perform in just a gigantic, huge way. Their concerts must be insane. For those of you who are fortunate enough to go to their concerts and stuff, this got to be just a massively insane kind of vibe, kind of like that screaming from the mountain kind of metal kind of stuff. Nice little turnaround there on the drums. Oh, that fry in their tone. I like that. That's cool. That kind of gives you that thing where, when they end that way, it kind of gives you a little bit of that live thing. Like it's not a, I don't know, a fade or something that's just really super clean. you hear something like that, that's almost like the very end of the, guy does, unrecords the session. What I was saying earlier about the giant sound of Gojira, I also got to double down on the layering of the vocals. It is so thick, and it's also it's very much their signature. Are these powerful, laid out, screaming, powerful, thick, rich, vocals, and I like that. And something else too I want to mention before I dig out is that the dun 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 dun. Well, I think one of the reasons why I think that riff stands out for me, especially because there's space in the back. I was going, why is that? It's not like a blazing super riff salad kind of a thing, but why is that really kind of punching through me? And then I realized it's because the drums is staying really square through that. So for all the types of music that I listen to on this channel, let's say dun 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 dun, right? Well, with a lot of the progressive hardcore metal stuff, you might hear dun dun dun, a lot of the accents of the kicks, right, are all kinds of very unique ways to approach that from a drummer's point of view. But it's dun ba dun dun ba, and I realized that on the last time around. I'm bouncing so on my seat. My seat's in the key of C, squeaky squeaky. But anyhow, that's why I said, oh, that's why that's punching me. It's because the drums the drums are being played super square, and a lot of times when you have that space on the bottom, those riffs will speak out even harder and louder and punchier. Anyhow, so yeah, that's it, man. It's Monday morning for me. I don't know what time it is for you around the world, wherever it is. I hope you have a kick-ass start to your week. I've got an eclectic week coming. I'm pulling still from Patreon. We're having a little fun trying to find bands with under 100 listens. Under 100 listens. And I've had a couple suggestions, and I'm checking them out. Some of them are like going, oh, yeah, I know why they only have under 100 listens. But you know me, I'm the feel-good decomposer, So anyhow, we go. Thank you so much for your support like usual. All the links are down below, and I see you when I see you. All right.